Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott Selections here for Thursday, August 6th. Before we get into today's play of the day, a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We ended up picking up a nice winner with the Raptors -6, which was available at -115 on Bet Online. We ended up climbing all the way up to 7.5 or even 8 in some spots. Raptors were up 20 at the half. Game got pretty close towards the beginning of the fourth, but the Raptors ended up holding on and winning by 10. So we picked up a nice winner there in the NBA. Plus, you had the parlay combo that I did with Scott Steen in that video, where we gave out the Thunder on the +6, along with the under 218 in that game. That also was a nice winner. So pretty solid day in the association. Hopefully that'll carry over into Thursday. And for this game, for this show, I should say, we're gonna be diving into a matchup between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets. And we're gonna be going with the Rockets here as the play of the day on the money line at -102 on FanDuel. A couple reasons why I like the Rockets in the spot. First of all, I mentioned this in the video yesterday involving the Thunder. With the Lakers. I don't know what the Lakers are playing for at this point for motivation. They already clinched the 1 seed in the West. Now they're playing the second end of a back-to-back with an older roster and an injury-prone elite-level power forward in Anthony Davis. LeBron, as you know, is still a great player, but at the end of the day, he's still up there in years, and they should rest him for the playoffs, especially for a game that doesn't mean anything. The Lakers are only concerned about winning a championship and staying healthy. Meanwhile, Houston is still in the thick of racing for a better seed in the West, which could determine their first-round matchups. And after losing a very tough game to Portland in their last game, I think Houston should come out very focused for this matchup. I think this is a type of game where Harden and Westbrook will look to show out, especially against the Lakers for a high-profile win. The question over the Lakers is, A, is LeBron and Anthony Davis even going to play? B, are they really going to play 30-plus minutes on a back-to-back in a game that doesn't mean anything? The answer to me is no. You've seen the Lakers open up at -2.5. They're down to roughly -1. So money has come in on Houston already. It's just a bad spot for the Lakers. If you want to break it down, you look at the Lakers' actual depth from a guard perspective. I don't really know who can guard Westbrook and Harden. You're looking at Caldwell, Pope, Caruso, Danny Green, I guess. I mean, you don't really have many great options defensively to guard Westbrook and Harden. And even though the Lakers do have a ton of size on the interior, with McGee and Davis. If Davis is not going to be playing that many minutes, Dwight Howard is out, so they lose a little bit of depth there. And I think the Rockets are going to continue to shoot well from the outside, as they have so far in the bubble. But it's mostly just the motivation angle. It's the fact that the Lakers know that this game means absolutely nothing to them, and the Rockets know that this game is very important to them. Westbrook is questionable. He is probably going to end up playing because he has a bruise on his quad. But in a game like this with Westbrook, I expect Westbrook to play. But stay tuned for that. But as a whole, I think that it makes sense that money has come in against the Lakers, especially after yesterday's underwhelming performance. I wouldn't be surprised to see LeBron and Anthony Davis play 20 minutes max maybe as they look to rest for the playoffs and try to stay healthy for their title run. But I think that this line will continue to move. I think Houston might even close as a potential favorite in this matchup if Westbrook is confirmed to play, which I think he will. So for that reason, the play of the day once again for Thursday, August 6th is going to be on the Houston Rockets on the money line, which is available at -102 on FanDuel. That's been this installment of Scott Selections here for Thursday, August 6th. And good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.